What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. For reference, today is February 16th, 2022, because these values, these things, all the stuff we're going to talk about, the numbers, they change on a daily basis. That's just crypto and mining in general. But today we're taking a look and a deep dive into what an RTX 2060 6 GB, the original 2060s, are still doing today. Should you still buy them? What are they a good buy at? Are they profitable? All that kind of stuff. Is it a good buy for long term, like resellability? We'll talk about it all. So, first things first, let's switch the screen over here. Oh, there we are. So, for reference right now, Ethereum is $3,142. The price of Ethereum and the difficulty of mining Ethereum are going to be huge impacts on the profitability. And current profitability right now is 4.6 cents per mega hash. So, if we go over on what to mine and we just type in a 2060 for reference, and I'll show you mine here in a second, it's saying we should be doing 30 mega hash at 120 watts. Mine's actually running at around 100 watts, so you can shave it down a tad bit more. I've seen a lot of people get 2060s down to about 90, 85, 90 watts, and they're still very stable and able to hold the full 30 mega hash. And it looks like what am I saying? It's supposed to be doing about $1.38 a day in Ethereum before power and $1.09 after power. And that's if you calculate your power at 10 cents per kilowatt, and if you calculate it's burning 120 watts. So realistically, it's doing better than $1.09 per day if you're at 10 cents per kilowatt. Now, I wanted to bring up mine just for reference, and mine reports 29.5, but mine is I've been getting a lot of luck out of mine. It'll do this every now and then where it'll just submit a bunch of shares. And then look at this. It's currently doing 41 and the average is 35. So I'm getting paid more for the work that I'm doing. Because you don't get reported, or you don't get paid on mega hash, you get paid on shares. And mega hash is a calculation of shares over time. So the more shares, the more valid shares you produce, the higher your actual current mega hash is. Your average mega hash is over time. So the more it'll submit, the higher the average will go. But subsequently, your card can submit less shares, and then your average will dip under because your current will bop under. And that's happens. That's the thing. It should just be, your average should be fairly close to what your reported is. Sometimes up a little bit, sometimes down a little bit. But it seems to be that, in my opinion, mine's daggone cooking tonight. But yeah, I guess let's look at what a 2060 would cost you nowadays. Hold on, let me pull up eBay real quick. My other keyboard's way over here on the other side of my screen. So I actually have that 2060 in one of my standalone computers. I've been playing video games on it. 2060s still do game fairly well. I play at 1080p on like medium or mixed settings, and really no issues. And I mine on it when I'm not using it. Now it looks like 2060 6 gigs are going for about $450 to $460 on eBay. So if you're looking at one of those, profit-wise, currently right now they're profiting a little over $1 a day. That would take a year and a quarter to get paid off. 450, 460 days to technically make back the money that you spent on it. Is that good? No, not really. But is it bad? No, not really. I think your money would be better spent buying a newer card like a 3060. Even the new 3060 LHRs will do somewhere in the range of about 35 mega hash, a little bit more hash rate, pretty much similar or same power, but you get a next gen card, or sorry, a current generation card, which is going to have a better resale value. Because in my opinion, 2060s, I think these are going to fall off hard in the coming market. So if we see a downturn, which a lot of people are predicting, I don't know. This is not financial advice. We could just keep going up, and then the market would just explode and go crazy. But if we do see a downturn, in my opinion, 2060s, not very desirable, just due to the fact that even though they're low power, they're not very hash dense. So what I think people are going to be looking for are like 2060 supers, because you can get like, 42 to 44 mega hash for the same power. So you get another, heck, almost 50%. Yeah, yeah, almost another 14, 15 mega hash on a 30 mega hash card for no additional power. It seems like a no-brainer. Now, 2060 Supers do demand a higher price, especially in the aftermarket right now. But as price comes down, I think 2060s will lose their value quicker, definitely. Now, does that mean it's a bad buy? If you find one for the right price, I'd say, I know I bought the one that I personally have in my computer, and I paid $270 for it, and that was like a month ago when the market was, people thought it was a little rockier. That's when we saw that initial downfall in January. And at 270, I was pretty confident about it. So I'd say these are a solid buy if you can get them for the right price. If you think the market's going to go down, I'd be really aggressive trying to get them at like low $200 range. If you're feeling optimistic, maybe stretch it up into the $300 range. But I really think the better buy, 2060 Supers, 2070s, 2070 Supers. If you spend a little bit more money. If you want to stay in the 60 class and you're really dead set on a 2060, go and look. And every now and then you can find 3060s all over the place for like $500. So another $50 get you into a 3060. Yeah, definitely. So that's pretty much how the cookie crumbles, ladies and gentlemen. Do you guys have a lot of 2060s? I only have one currently. Everything else I have is like 2070s, 2070 Supers, 2060 Supers. I just always kind of avoided the 2060s. I've heard from a lot of reviews and stuff that the 2060 6 gig, the first generation we're speaking about here, was a little weak when it came to the tensor core side. Didn't have a lot of horsepower, but it was technically the first generation tensor core hardware tensor core card, and it's the lowest series of that. I guess it's not the first. It's the first generation lowest series. So there's no 2050. It is literally the weakest card that is sold on the gaming side with tensor cores. Now there are some weird NVIDIA cards. I think they're like the T200 or something, and they have some tensor cores, and they're really, really light on the CUDA cores. But that's more for like professional side of things and workstation, that kind of thing. I've been trying to get my hands on one of those to do like a little video review kind of thing, but yeah. Oh, another thing I did want to bring up, and I thought a lot of people would be curious about, is they do mine Ravencoin. They're pretty decent on Ravencoin. Let me pull it back up. You can mine other algorithms, though. You're not just stuck to Ethereum. So for people that are worried about Ethereum going proof of stake, and then, oh my God, what am I going to mine after that? It looks like they're pretty good on Flux. They're doing $1.17 a day on Flux right now. They're doing $1 a day on Aeon. They're doing $1.14 a day on Conflux, $1.02 a day on Ravencoin, $1.01 on Eternity, 89 cents on Beam, and 79 cents on Ethereum Classic. So a lot of options there. It's one of those cards. It's kind of like, get it if you can. If you can't, then don't cry about it and just maybe get something else. So hopefully more supply will be opening up soon, because demand seems to be slumping off like we were talking about yesterday, but unfortunately demand is still over 100%. So even though it's come down, it's still more than we can get. Yeah. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Let me end this video before it hits 10 minutes, just for, I'll trigger all the peoples and all that kind of thing. And other than that, I'll see y'all on the next one. I am downloading. Thanks, you guys. You said it to get NVIDIA broadcast. I'm going to try to dial in and use some of that AI software to get my sound right. So look out for that on the next video. All right, guys. Later. Peace. Bye.